Hi, this is Michael. Make Life Simple again. Um, First off, I want to thank everybody, whoever's out there at least. We've gotten over 3,000 subscribers in the past 6 weeks, which is beyond my comprehension and my appreciation. Um, just gives me hope that people want to have these kind of conversations and try to connect with each other and just appreciate that. It makes me feel good. Thank you so much. Um, Make life simple again is a concept where we feel life is really hard and really complicated, but there are just some simple tweaks that can make a real big difference. And this particular one, I think, could be the biggest one. Is the way we look at the world and the way we look at relationships, um, through whatever prism we do that. So, there's a couple of things we need to, I think, agree upon first. The first thing is nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. People in your life are not perfect. I think people try. I think people are good. I really do believe in people and they want to do the right thing, but there's a lot of distractions and a lot of trauma that people have had, and sometimes they lose their way and their focus. So, maybe we're good 85, 90% of the time, but no one's 100%. So we have to take that into account. And then the other part is that, and I think we can all agree on this, we only live once. We have this one life, and we have to kind of make this work. So with those two agreed upon, if you don't agree, then you can leave. But when you look at relationships, whether it be a partner or a parent or a child or a friend or a coworker or whatever it may be, um, they're going through a lot of stuff too. And the way we look at people over time, I think the incorrect way is we look at the negative sometimes. Um, there's going to be negative. They're going to do something somewhere along the way that's not what you like. They're going to say something the way you don't want to be heard. You don't want to hear that. Or they're going to do something not nice. And if you put that in first as the top thing that you see them through, you're going to have a terrible relationship. And sometimes that's hard not to do, but it's New Year, and this is the time to kind of reevaluate things. And none of us are getting any younger. And you need to look at relationships, or I think I need to look at relationships sometimes and say, hey, you know what? I call it stacking, lack of a better word. There's a stack that I can see through. But the first one's the most important, the one closest to me, because if I can't get past that, if it's a negative, I can't see the 9 good things about that person if I'm stuck on that one thing. And they may not even know there's that one thing. They may have said something in the past or done something in the past that you just keep thinking of. Every time you see that person, you just think of that one thing first. And I'm saying just stack differently. Just move that stack over, that first one, to the second position or the third position. You don't have to forget about it by any means. I mean, sometimes you need to remember these things, but just moving it back a little bit, give yourself another perspective on these people. Give them a chance. Sometimes the best thing you could do also is just let somebody off the hook. Again, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We're not forgetting some of these negative things, but it doesn't have to be right here every time you look at them. Move it to the second, third position. Allow the good stuff to come through. I just think that's a good thing to do. We're humans, and it just makes sense to do. And the world is tough right now, right? We're very divided, and without knowing you or your life, I could bet that there's somebody in your life that, because of their political viewpoint, that's what you see when you first look at that person. You may have known that person for 10, 20, 30 years or more, but suddenly in the past 10 years, it's that one thing becomes the first thing we think about. Oh, that person watches that cable news network, or that person voted that way. And it just seems at this point silly. I think we have to stop doing that. We have to realize that we're in this together. We need to take care of each other. We need to be um, empathetic to each other. And again, it could be something that was brought down from their parents to them. Something that they said to you that may have hurt your feelings. Could be trauma that has nothing to do with you. but they're hurt. And, letting somebody off the hook a little bit and giving somebody a second chance, or however you want to term it, is beneficial. And it's even with life. Life now, everyone kind of every conversation is, Jesus, world is getting tough. But it's also the way we look at it. It's also the news that we watch, right? It's just constantly this bombardment of negativity. But I just went camping this weekend, which is not something I do a lot. But I'm out there and I'm looking at the stars, and it was amazing. Beautiful. What a world! What a crazy, beautiful world we live in. And I can go inside and take a hot shower whenever I want. I can go on my phone and I can have anything, basically almost anything, any kind of food delivered to me in 30 minutes. I mean, we're lucky. We're very lucky to be in this world. Sure, it's tough. Sure, it seems dire sometimes. But you know what? It's on us with the world. It's on us with our relationships to be proactive, not reactive, not feel it's all put upon us. And just make that, it seems like a lot, but it's really the snap of a finger. It's the perspective of how you look at the world, how you look at the people around you, and it could change on a dime. And it could make every day a little bit more enjoyable and a little bit more optimistic. And I think we all need that. And that becomes contagious. Just how negative things become contagious, I'm a big believer that positive things can also become contagious and build momentum. And, that's pretty cool. If we can all do that, if the 3,000 of us subscribers can just make that small tweak and spread that, and maybe take this video and send it off to somebody who you've maybe had not spoken to enough, and you feel like, you know what, I don't want to end my time here and not be on a good standing with that person. Let's have lunch. That would be awesome. So I know there's somebody in your head you probably think of that you'd like to do that with, so do it. Sort of like a New Year's resolution. So I just wanted to check in. Again, I appreciate the 3,000 subscribers, or close to it. If you share and you listen and you comment, I'll get more, and that'll be great. We can keep more of these conversations going. But simple things do make a difference, and this one could make a big difference. So appreciate it. Happy holidays, safe and healthy holidays to everybody, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.